Hello buddy, welcome back to another episode of Just What I Am playing Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we did a lot of stuff actually. We did one of our job quests, and we also made our way over to... wow, jeez. Also made our way, as you can quite clearly see, to Lanoche, so that we can go and look for a way to deal with Titan, because the kobolds have summoned Titan. I think that's all that happened in the last episode. Alright, hello. Currently gathering information for a way to beat him. Pardon, you wish to slay the Lord of Crags? We must slay him, Captain. The people of Lims Elemental are depending upon us. You fancy yourself heroes, then just like in the tales. Be not so quick to judge. Long have I labored for the well-being of you and yours, and my associate here has bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived. She is blessed with a power that protects her from primal influence. Thus was she able to lay low the Lord of the Inferno. We full know the risks and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. A woman who can't be tempered. Useful, but it will not be enough. It is true that the company of heroes fought and felled primals, but each victory was bought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. Aye, we defeated him in the end, but he took from us some of our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed. Believe what you will, we mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Limsa to the wrath of Titan. You are passionate, I'll grant you that. And you deserve better than the greeting I gave you, but I will not send you into a Gomorrah on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurance that you are more than common adventurers. I oversee security for Master Garuju's estate. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending to one of our... Ye gods, man, have you heard nothing I have said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates. Do you imagine words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way into a Gomorrah. Though it pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce to the man's demands. Yet much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use the time to see to the remaining preparations. Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Very well. Pray to whatever the good captain bids, however trifling. Remember, the fate of Lims Elementa hangs in the balance. Master Gigaruju's requests can be more demanding than you realize. Before I set you to your true task, I would like to verify that this won't be a waste of my time. And Enix has recently been seen prowling the beach to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want large slimy creatures anywhere near his lands. The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring it out with herring. Slay the Enix and return to me. Oh, and don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of the kill. Are you ready for a lot of frickin' side quests? Ah wee. My chocobo, he drowned. A fattened herring. No. It's like, where's this frog? Waiting. The inflated Nyx. There we go. Ah wee. Why can't my chocobo swim? Well, he can like run away. Well, did you deal with the Nyx? Unless you think me overly cautious for testing you in this way, you should know that we had an accident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. For lying about his past, he claimed to have served in the company of heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Anyway, now that the pointless busy work is finished, I think I know who he's talking about. I shall give you a challenge as befits your talents. 2 highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future, and Master Kikuruju wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. But while money is no object, not everything Master Kikuruju desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast, and so, Lin, your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients our chef requires. Naturally, such fine dining must be accompanied with a suitable wine, and by suitable I mean the very best there is. That, however, can wait for the time being, as I believe you have enough on your plate as it is. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you in your quest. For the first ingredients, I would have you travel to the South Road and speak with Landonal at Camp Tranquil. What? Do you mean to tell me that you cannot afford to waste time as your associate? Adventure, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe you can outlast the Lord of Cracks? Either do it or don't. I've work to do. What an asshole! Hey, look, it's Bunapio again. This is just kind of what happens when you're doing the MSQ. They require assistance, adventure. Ah, so this is the one who would challenge Titan. I've been expecting you then. The ingredients to seek is the egg of a giant adamantoise. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Will I help you get it? Ha! You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you will receive only information. What we do with it is your choice. Let me be clear. This business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them, it was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gridanians are by and large an unforgiving lot, Leto here being a rare exception. I've had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am not seen as a model citizen, with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. So understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heavens pillar. Well, what are we waiting for? It's a perfectly good adamantoise egg in a nest to the east of here, just ripe for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. The mother never strays far from the child, and he will surely be attacked the moment you lay your hands upon the egg. There will be other heroes, Lin. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in this swamp. What an asshole! Let me just go and do something. /slap. There we go. Feels good. Hello, adamantoise. That is a big ol' egg. You sense a hostile presence. A giant friggin' adamantoise. I think you're gonna die, buddy. There you go. Ah, now let me actually go and grab it. Am I going to be sent to Southern Thailand too? Trial. The quest name, by the way. Trial by Turtle. I thought you might have the good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end. Such bravery, such recklessness, that will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me, I'll see that it gets to the captain. You should make haste. Make haste to Southern Thailand. Wow. In Forgotten Springs, you'll find a man named Uwod. Uwod? No, whatever. He will be your next guide. Safe travels, then. Alright. So, yeah. This happened. So I went out of my way to go and complete the hunting log, but it was not necessary. Because I was gonna go this way anyway. Hello. State your business, adventurer. Snort. Ha! So this is the one Wastecat sent me. Advent the Fog is what he sees in you. And until I do, you will receive no aid from me. Persistent bugger. Very well, let's have a look at you. You've seen your share of battle. There's no mistaking that, and you did manage to obtain an Adamantor's egg. However, that was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The nun I once fought also believed that the strings could save them. It was wrong, and now I am none. What? This guy's confusing. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skills instead of challenging my predecessors before I was ready. Even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, the pragmatic. That is why I claimed my position, and it is why I still hold it. And it is why I will not help an unproven whelp. The children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you were recognized as a skilled hunter in your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Across the desert to the east lies an Amalja encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned both for his strength and his guile. To face this Amalja in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from this encampment. This will be your test, to draw out and defeat the veteran. For this, I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You will have to solve that riddle yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior and bring to me his necklace. So much talking. The perfect prey. Blood Augur, Hex, and Magics. Good old fates. Right, and now I enabled auto run, so we wait until we get there. Alright. We have reached our destination. The bloody arm, just use it. Use the spear to lure out the veteran, what? Did I just like drop a spear of his dead friend or something? Well, whatever. He's now also dead, so he can join his friend. Hello. Tell me, adventurer, is our old nemesis dead? It is a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of countless battles. It will make an excellent trophy. The spear, it belonged to one of his brothers. I know when he spied it from afar, he would be unable to resist venturing outside the encampment to see for himself. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Either way, you impress me, adventurer. But whatever. I shall tell you of the ingredient you seek. We're gonna take a look, actually. Yeah, it's one of them. And then these ones we've also already seen. A shame we did not meet when I was still little, when I was still with the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit. At no point dwelling on what cannot be. You have a Welwick worm to hunt. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but Welwick worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds demands, and so their meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The only way to catch your quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. These worms prey on the smaller creatures of the Sagoli. Freshly slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There's an area teeming with anglers to the east. I'll mark it upon your map, along with the location where Welwick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. And thus we go back into the desert. Hiya! Look at all them worms. Look at them worms. Killing some fool. Harder, bigger, faster, stronger. He's bigger, faster, and stronger too. He's the first member of the TK crew. I'll never forget that game. Nor should I, really. Do you need like a very specific... Yeah, there's dune anglers and then normal anglers. Wow. Way to make it complicated, game. These things look horrifying. I love the freaking desert. I've noticed that I really like sand. There's a lot of people who don't like sand, but I actually really like sand. Hello. The rotting angler. The Welwick worm! Sand breath. Another sand breath. Goodbye. And now I can go back again. I'ma just teleport. I'm not in the mood to walk back. You look well. Have you caught your quarry then? Your skills as a hunter rival those of the best. I applaud your success, Lynn. The meat will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to Wastegate. Worry not. You have my word that he will receive it in time for the banquet. You must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say that I know not of its location. For the nonce, you should return to Castle del Sol and see Wastegate's council. But all in a moment. Since you will be meeting the captain again soon, there is something I would like you to deliver to him for me. Let me see. Oh, hello. Hello. Would you look at that? An actual improvement. Huzzah! There we go. Sure. Whatever. Hello, that right there is an upgrade and a half. My pants seems to be very trashy. The captain was always fond of this brand wine. Or brandy wine. I would be grateful if you could deliver it on my behalf. I was a reckless youth when I first joined the company, and he would have been well within his rights to cast me out. Everything I have, I owe to his wisdom and generosity. Wistgate, whatever, was a firm yet fair teacher, an expert molder of men, and I suspect that is still the case now. Please give him my regards, then. Going back to Castle del Sol. Costa del Sol. Hello. Oh, Madeline, Vandal, and Uwad Nun. Jeez. Well, I spoke highly of you. What brings you here today? My favorite. I shall have to thank the Nun personally. Now, you have but one ingredient left. Fortunately, you will not have to travel to Aldenard this time to obtain it. Let's give me that freaking pants. Kabam. Hey, look, it looks like shit. Big surprise there. Wait, and then I can just get it and... What? What's the point? Truth be told, I never intended for you to collect this last ingredient. Brave Lux, my old quartermaster, wished to bring it to Costadal's soul herself. However, not long ago, she sent word that there's been some trouble at the long stop, and that the delivery would be delayed indefinitely. She told me nothing of the incident itself, but I fear the situation may be dire. Though I would like nothing more than to aid her myself, I have no choice but to turn to you and your allies. Make haste to Hidden Falls docks, and speak with Ozun Nazun. He will direct you to the Raincatcher Gully, where Brave Fox and her people have made their home. Okay. And thus, we must once again run. We're gonna take a look at something else. Whoopsie. Running into a wall while I'm looking at my other screen. Okay. Ah, yes. The calming sound of rain. Let me go and avoid these kobolds, maybe. For a moment, I was like, what is this quest? I sure wonder what it is. The things we do for cheese. Hello. What's the hurry, Venture? Eh? Something happens over at the Gobby settlement. I don't know why you're so eager to help a bunch of beastmen, but go and talk to the skipper over yonder. She'll ferry you to Raincatcher Gully. Alright. Gotta get moving. Oh, we're gonna do a dungeon, huh? I continue to forget that Brave Flux's long stop is actually an MSQ dungeon. Can I please just get up here? Thank you. Hey, there's an enemy. For my hunting log. For me to poop on. I still have no idea where that's from. And it also isn't that funny, so... Cool, I need to defeat 4 of these. Joy. There we go. Get this guy to move a little bit more closer towards me, please. I do not want to deal with his friend. There we go. Ho ho ho. Okay. Alright. Shock. I'm not even gonna try to do those things. Tongue flaps of waste can't be reaching ears of Brave Flux. Uplander is come for tasty fresh cobby treats, yes? Quest prides of Uplander deep in Longstop. Flighty beast chased Gobby Flock from homes. Gobby Flock needs goodly Uplander gives safety to Longstop, with much hand lending. That was a combination of words. As we now unlock Brave Flock's Longstop, which is the one dungeon before the Sunken Temple. So we had 2 dungeons in between the Sunken Temple of Corn and when I started. So yeah. Wait, isn't there another one? Or... No, there's another one after. There's Cutter's Cry after the Sunken Temple of Corn. That's how it goes. The Party Finder. So you can look into this to maybe find some duties if you want it. Gamer girls enjoying a safe for work server. Girls only. Well, you know, I can kind of see that. Why that would be nice for women. Hell if I know. Also, I'll be right back once my, you know, queue pops. Alright. Let us delve into Brave Flux's long stop. Let me also go and send my greetings. This dungeon has also changed. There was a fish like floating above the water. It may not have changed this entire cutscene. Daisuke. That reminds me of Persona 4. Alright, are we going to die? Or, well, the thing is, if I die, usually the rest dies. So let's see how this is gonna go. I'm gonna use Rampart in time because I know that this first encounter can hit surprisingly hard. Also, these Galagos are ranged enemies, so they usually won't move from their spot. And they're really annoying and I hate them. Quite simple, really. Right. Down they go. Talk to the Goblin Pathfinder. And he will give you a key. I'm not going to read this stuff because I'm playing with other people. Right. Painted colibri. Get over here. Use some beard. Because I hit us all with silence, which does not really matter too much. At least not for me. Not for me. He says when there's, you know, a healer needs to be able to say words to heal me, so yeah. Alright. Time for this boy. The Great Yellow Pelican. Doesn't look much like a pelican to me, but whatever. Nah, it poisoned me. It's annoying. Numbing breath. I think that's gonna give you paralysis. Makes a decent amount of sense to me. I think after a while this guy will re-summon his ads. But other than that, not much special about this battle. Here he is. Reprisal again. This freaking music. I've heard it so many times, it's not even funny. I don't need this stuff. Right. A Met Biast. And some comet chasers, which sounds really cool. Honestly. Alright. Gather them up, surround them all, and let a single one escape. Round them if that's the one. At least I think so. Whatever. There we go. So we got ourselves a gladiator's ring, which is for gladiators and paladins. What the hell is it with all these paladin drops? Oh, you ain't no paladin. Right. Time for the Inferno drink. Which sounds a lot more intimidating than he actually is. At least that's what I remember. Because his auto attacks already do a lot of freaking damage. So it may actually be a little bit more intimidating than before. I cannot... It's impossible for me to not sing along to the songs in this game. It's freaking crazy. But throw a tomahawk at that one dude. To get his attention on me. I feel like it's usually a good idea to just focus on multiple, I'm sorry, to focus on one at a time instead of multiple. Because they both have their little quirks, I think. Oh, paralysis. Son of a bitch. And down he goes. Give me a treasure. Battle Mage's gloves. Cool. Not useful for me, but cool. I suppose. We go on pop sprint. And grab these enemies. I love how fast you can move when you pop sprint. You know, which makes a lot of sense when you think about it, but it's just funny. Get over here. Okay. And this is where we have a lot of enemies. But I also had a cooldown and some berserk stuff, so... doing lots of damage myself. This is also a lot more fun for the freaking Black Mage. Right. I could have also tried to grab these ones, but I do not feel confident enough to do that. At least not with this character. AKA with this gear. Peculiar light. Alright. And then it is time for Hellbender. This guy does, I think, a cone in front of him. He has an AoE around him that he can use. You can also stun him. He has Bog Bubble, which can hit multiple people. And then he also has one other move where he imprisons somebody in water. There he goes. That's the one. The Queer Bubble. And that is also, once again, just about everything that this boss does. However, there's a catch. That catch being a dragon. So Hellbender dies and gets replaced as a dragon. Well, at least at some point. Like until some point, and then he just leaves. There's also a chest around here somewhere. When he disappears. There it is. Infantry skirts. I'm gonna greet that. Because that is actually better than what I have. So yeah. Let's... I got all of them. Good. Very good. You know, fuck it. I'm gonna grab all of them. Let's see how this is gonna go. I'm gonna use Rampart. Also reprisal them. And hope that the DPS can kill him before my cooldowns run out. There we go. Excellent. This boss has also gotten an entire overhaul since the 6.1 update. Or patch, whatever. I'm not even going to try to explain how it used to be. It was a little bit more confusing, I would say. Now it's a little bit easier to understand, which is why they did it, really. Alright, going towards this side. I'm going to use Reprisal. Perfect time to use Reprisal because I forgot that this guy is a freaking tank buster. Or something that would be considered a tank buster. I should probably leave over here. There's like a pot of freaking poison next to me. These things blow up, as I can quite clearly see. Another one of these. I'm gonna use Rampart. Even more toxic vomit. So first those ones are gonna explode. And then the other ones. So there we go. And then I'll go this way. And that is also, once again, the extent of this battle. Not much else happens. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn on the percentages stuff. I should go and do that. Cool. We get fucking 2 heroic weapons and a battle mage thing, so mage stuff. Congratulations on the loot. And goodbye. Leaving a good impression, hey! Doesn't that give me the yeah, gives me the heart of the party, which means that I've gotten 10. Yeah, 10 play accommodations. Looks at like my... what's it, like 1,000... How much was it again? I think I'm already at like 1,200, maybe close to 300. On my other character. But I've done like a million freaking duties and a lot of healing, so... Currently, Uplander has tanks of Gabby Flock. A flighty beast was tricky for a tricksy foe, but Uplander outwitted with plants making. Uplander has goodly head for fighty think. Brave Flock's happy gives tasty fresh Gabby treats to clever Uplander. Cheese is stinky sweet Gabby treat, special make with secret Gabby arts. No party complete without Gabby Gouda. Or Gouda, whatever. Brave Flock's ever say. Alright, now I think I got a piece of gear, yeah. Some cavalry trousers. Well, it's definitely an upgrade, so I should just equip it. Bam. And they don't look bad. They don't look bad. That's a very, once again, a very weird way to say that. Whatever, man. I'm losing my mind as per usual. That's what happens when I make videos. Alright. I've been wondering something about the free company actually. How many people are in the free company? 105. Sniff sniff. I gather you solved Brave Fox's little problem. By the gods, that unholy stench. This is definitely goblin cheese. Judging from the smell, this should be quite flavorful. How is it made? It's best you remain ignorant of such things. I still remember when I learned what kind of milk they use. Right. Let's go and get these sabatons. There we go. Bravo, Lynn. Thanks to you, our guest shall be honored with a marvelous banquet. But what good is an exotic feast without an equally exquisite aperitif? Luckily, I know just the person to ask. Make your way to Wineport and seek out Shamani Lomani, another former member of the company. All you have to do is give him this order slip. He'll take care of the rest. The rest. Oh, and if you're wondering if this is merely a ploy to test your patience, I assure you, I do actually need that wine. While you're there, give Shamani Lomani my regards. What do you mean? What do you mean you forgot the wine? I really like this game's dialogue. I like it a lot more than I expected I would. Right. But I'd say I like a lot of dialogue in games. Sweat, crime, and blood. You seek you reek of blood. An adventure, unless I am mistaken. What brings you to Wineport? An order. Let me guess the request from the finest vintage I can muster. Sniff sniff. The paper smells of loam and perfume, Costa del Sol, and there's also the unmistakable odor of goblin cheese. Yes, Master Gigaruji would not settle for anything less than the best. There's Twites. And his crew must be quite busy preparing an exotic feast. Hence his decision to rely on an adventurer. But perhaps you are confused. This display of deduction was not intended to impress you. When one loses his vision, he is forced to compensate in other ways. But you've no interest in my affairs. Oh, so he is blind, huh? You wish, I think maybe, I don't know. You wish only to discuss the wine, I suspect. Life can be so delightfully unpredictable. I always had a passion for wine, but it wasn't until I was forced to retire that I could pursue it as more than a mere hobby. It wouldn't have been possible if not for the savings I amassed during my time as a mercenary, of course. Say what you will about the nature of that work. None can deny that it pays well. But you grow impatient. And wise cat must have his wine. Herein lies the problem. Nothing in my possession is of sufficient quality for this occasion. The best vintages in town are hoarded by Bergliet, who owns and operates the largest winery in Vilbert. Somehow I doubt he will be receptive to your request, but given these circumstances, we must needs beg his assistance. Alright. What rank of amateur bottled this wine? The impurities have rendered it nigh undrinkable. This missile is too good for the man responsible. He should be made to drink every drop of its polluted swill. What is it? I am in the middle of an important discussion, and I do not care for interruptions. That neophyte vintner bid you speak with me? Ha! And neither you nor your friend has a palate to appreciate the subtle qualities of my private stock. I would sooner serve some gubu urine than sell my own. And sell you my worst vintage. Begone from my sight. Wow. What an asshole. I take it he said no. Really, in those words? Well, I cannot say that I'm surprised. Well, there's no denying his passion and skill. The wine baron of Lim Zelaminza is not a man known for his tact. Very well. We shall have to undertake an alternate approach. There's a chance, however small, that other residents of Wineport can furnish us with a suitable wine. In fact, had you come several years ago, I guarantee this would not be a problem. Alas, the quality of our product has declined significantly in recent years. The only breeds cultivated these days are common lowland vines, which isn't to say that their grapes are of poor quality, only that we have known better. Long ago, the vineyards, of Wineport crossbred several species and produced a grape-bearing vine of never-before-seen quality. Bacchus grapes were once the pride of this town, and they were used to produce vintages that surpassed all others. This includes the most aromatic, the most complex, the most flavorful of all wines. Aye, the legendary Bacchus wines were born right here in Wineport. pardon my enthusiasm. You see, I once had the privilege to sample that particular wine. It was an otherworldly experience. In that moment, I felt as though I had tasted the nectar of the gods themselves. I transcended my mortal flesh and was one with all creation. But as is all too often said, the calamity changed that. The Bacchus vineyards were completely destroyed, along with much of the existing stock of Bacchus wine. What little remains is closely guarded by its owners, for it can no longer be made. If you cannot convince Bergeliot to part with his wines, our next best option, as ridiculous as it sounds, is to find someone who has a bottle of Bacchus wine and to offer them every gil we can spare. I've heard rumors that one of the vignerons tending the vineyards might have once owned a bottle. Perhaps you could start by speaking with them. I take it it's in here? No. It is not in here, but, well, it is technically in there, but I can only go in. What? Okay, now this is starting to get confusing. Maybe they're a little bit higher up? Oh, yeah. There's two people. Hello. What? Do I have Bacchus wine? I wish. I never had the chance to try it myself. Sorry, friends, but you're a few years too late. Bacchus wine? Bah, don't remind me. I used to have a cellar filled with this stuff. Thought I could keep the wine safe from thieves and the elements. Never counted on a bloody primal blowing at my goddamn house. That's a little bit nasty. Only a little bit, though. No luck? Most regrettable, but we had to try. But Bacchus wine would have been perfect for the occasion. Though I must confess my certitude would be due in part to my personal history with the beverage. It is, after all, the very reason I decided to become a vintner. After Titan blinded me in our battle beneath Gomorrah, I fell into a deep depression. It wasn't until I tasted Bacchus wine for the first time that I realized that there was still so much I could experience. Even in my condition, it helped me to find a new direction in life. It breaks my heart to think that wondrous ambrosia, which once filled me with hope, may be forever lost to us. I guess I'll take this. Whatever, I'm not going to use them anyway. I must say this talk of Bacchus wine has made me rather nostalgic. Indeed, there is much I miss about my life with the company of heroes. After everything the captain has done for us, I could not bear to disappoint him. Have no fear. I swear that I shall find a suitable wine for the banquet, though I may need some time to think of a solution. In the meantime, there's a favor I would ask of you. 2 years ago, in the deepest depths of my despair, I stumbled across a Vilbrand as a vagabond drunk. I suspect I was looking for a place to die. Because I was very nearly found one not far from here. Found one, whatever. I'm confused. It was there that a man named Drest took me in and nursed me back to health, and it was he who gave me my finest taste of Bacchus wine, which helped me to find my new calling. Though I'm still a novice in the arts of winemaking, I would like him to know that I'm pursuing my dreams. This wine is my own original creation. I would be most grateful if you deliver it to him in my stead. Drest sometimes works at the Raincatcher Gully dock. So perhaps Ritzklit can tell you where to find it. I think, my friends, that we're gonna go and find this dude and deliver the wine in the next episode. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Just How I Was Playing Final Fantasy XIV, and next episode we're gonna go and do just that. Goodbye.